Starting us off at number 10 is Jay Station. The famous YouTuber caused one of the most recent scandals to hit the platform, and it all started when he announced online that his girlfriend had died tragically. He was dating Alexia Morano when he recorded a YouTube video of himself crying and mourning her death, saying that she was hit by a drunk driver. He even visited a memorial and acted out the entire thing. But the video was deleted a few days later and a new one was posted explaining that she was alive and he did it to bring followers to their new channel that they were apparently creating together. Alexia posted a response video saying she had nothing to do with it and shared that they aren't together because of his abusive behavior. He was eventually arrested and charged with assault. So yeah, safe to say his career is pretty destroyed after that. Should probably never fake someone's death. Sniping our number 9 spot is Justin Bieber. In 2014, the singer posted a photo on his Instagram of him standing in front of a Japanese shrine and captioned it, "Thank you for your blessings." Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. Because the photo was taken at Yasukuni Shrine, which is actually a very controversial place because it honors Japanese who were responsible for the death of thousands of Chinese during World War II. It's the center of a huge political debate among a lot of other Asian countries. Justin quickly realized his mistake when he saw the backlash from his post and removed it immediately. He followed up with an explanation saying, "While in Japan, I asked my driver to pull over, for which I saw a beautiful shrine. I was misled to think the shrines were only a place of prayer. To anyone I've offended, I am extremely sorry. I love you, China, and I love you, Japan." Sounds like an innocent thing. I don't know. Next up at number 8, we have Floyd Mayweather. The legendary boxer doesn't shy away from saying what he wants in public, so it's not all that surprising that he does the same on his Twitter account. Back in 2012, one of his tweets about Taiwanese-American basketball player Jeremy Lin sparked a bit of controversy for its racial connotations. He tweeted out, "Jeremy Lin is a good player, but all the hype is because he's Asian. Black players do what he does every night and don't get the same praise." Some people may have agreed with him, while others were furious and began to call him a racist. Regardless though, he was unbothered by all the backlash and just continues to speak his mind online. Cruising into the number 7 spot is Dani Mathers. She's known for starring on TV series like Bad in The Bold and the Beautiful, but she's mainly known for her work as a Playboy model. But both sides to her career came to an end in 2016 after she posted an image on her Snapchat of a naked 70-year-old woman at a gym with the caption, "If I can't unsee this, then you can't either." The image immediately got backlash and it actually resulted in her facing criminal charges. She was fired from a radio show and banned from LA fitness gyms all across the US. People were outraged that she would body shame someone like that, especially to an audience the size of hers. Later in 2017, she faced the court and pleaded no contest to a charge of invading the woman's privacy. She was fined $1,000 in order to spend a month of doing community service and removing graffiti all around Los Angeles. Coming in number 6 is Geraldo Rivera. Back in 2013, the TV star host wanted to make people laugh and decided to post a half-naked selfie on Twitter. In the picture, he's showing off his upper body and captioned it, "70 is the new 50. Erica and family are going to be so pissed, but at my age..." There was one thing he was right about, and that was people were pissed. His daughter was mortified and texted him the next day to take it down immediately. He could handle his embarrassed daughter, but his boss at Fox was even more pissed and his job was on the line because of it. Geraldo ended up taking the picture down the next day because Fox contacted him and told him that he had to delete it immediately. Like there were no options. I would literally be mortified if my father posted a topless photo. Halfway through at number 5 is Justine Sacco. This girl actually became famous from being the most hated person on the internet. There was a point when she was just a regular PR consultant with a couple hundred followers, but then she tweeted something that she thought was funny and it sparked a viral controversy. In 2013, before heading off on her trip to South Africa, she tweeted, "Going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding, I'm white." A tech writer named Sam Biddle came across the tweet and retweeted it to the 15,000 followers that he had, and then it all just went downhill from there. Thousands of people were outraged, and the hashtag #HasJustineLandedYet started to trend worldwide. She ended up getting fired from her job, and she continued to say that it was just a joke. Not very funny, Justine. Not funny. Moving along, we're at number 4 with Amanda Bynes. Just by looking at her Twitter account, we could tell that she was struggling in her personal life. People adored her from the day she showed up on Nickelodeon, but it appeared that the famous lifestyle kind of caught up to her and her life became unstable. And the only way we knew this was because she announced everything on her Twitter account with personal details and full disclosure. She first announced her retirement from acting when she was just 24 years old, but then she announced that she had unretired herself. And from there, we saw a variety of tweets that ultimately caused her entire career and reputation to crumble. She insulted fellow celebrities, she claimed that she had a microchip inserted in her brain, she spoke about her private legal issues, and even accused her dad of being a sexual predator. Literally, this girl has had no filter. But still wishing her the best because I really did love her. Taking over the third spot is Ari Shaffir. The world was taken by storm recently when news broke that the NBA legend Kobe Bryant had died in a helicopter crash alongside his daughter and some friends. While the world was grieving and mourning the loss, comedian Ari Shaffir was sending out insensitive tweets and accused Kobe of being a rapist. He tweeted, "Kobe Bryant died 23 years too late today. He got away with rape because all the Hollywood liberals enjoy rooting for the Lakers more than they dislike rape. Big ups to the hero who forgot to gas up his chopper." He later posted that it was just a joke and that every time a beloved celebrity dies, he jokes about them like that and has been doing it for years. So apparently that makes it okay. His talent agency dropped him and the New York Comedy Club canceled all of his upcoming shows. And I think that is very much deserved. Winning the number 2 spot on our list is Ashton Kutcher. The actor doesn't usually cause too much drama online, but in 2011 he sparked a huge scandal after he defended someone who had dismissed sexual assault cases. What happened was, in 2011, Penn State's legendary coach Joe Paterno was fired after he neglected to address child that allegedly took place in his locker room. It appeared that Ashton didn't have all the information before he tweeted out, "How do you fire Joe Pa? Hashtag insult, hashtag no class. As a Hawkeye fan, I find it in poor taste." Fans didn't take kindly to it and they were furious that he would defend someone in Joe's position. But after finding out the full story, Ashton deleted the tweet and apologized, saying, "I feel awful about this error. As an advocate in the fight against child sexual exploitation, I could not be more remorseful for all involved in the Penn State case." Guys, I really do think this was an honest mistake. You know, just one of those things where you just spoke a little too soon. And at number 1 is someone you might not expect, the High School Musical legend, Vanessa Hudgens. The actress recently did an Instagram live stream where she shared her thoughts on the current pandemic our world is facing right now with COVID-19.
Everybody gets it. Yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but inevitable?
In her video, she said, I quote, "Even if everybody gets it, yeah, people are gonna die, which is terrible, but inevitable." She continued to laugh off her comments and appeared to be incredibly insensitive to it, and people were furious. Her comments started to circulate all over the internet, and after seeing the damage that she had caused on her career and reputation, she issued an apology. She tweeted out, "I'm so sorry for the way I have offended anyone and everyone who has seen the clip from my Instagram live yesterday. I realized my words were insensitive and not at all appropriate for the situation our country and the world are in right now." People, however, are not so forgiving, and they've actually gone as far as making TikTok videos poking fun at the fact that she just ruined her own career. Starting us off at number 10 is Patrick J. Adams. The Suits actor deleted his social media accounts, which is probably for the best because he faced the heat after he body shamed a woman online. The story goes that a woman body shamed him at the airport when he was returning home from the royal wedding, saying that he looked, I quote, chunky. He then shared an unflattering picture of her while she was sleeping in a chair next to him, and he did some casual body shaming, as he called it. People began calling him out and saying he was a bully, and he later removed the picture and also issued an apology. He wrote a long message and said, "Yesterday I posted a photo of a woman who did some casual body shaming of my wife and I in the airport. My intention was solely to put a face to the people who think that sort of glancing commentary is necessary, helpful, or funny." He also went on to explain that he is not a bully and that what the woman said was rude and out of line, but that he should have just left it at that. which is probably true. Always just walk away. Coming in hot at number 9 is Scott Disick. He loves to show off his luxurious lifestyle, and he actually calls himself the Lord in real life, and it's actually his Instagram handle. But the Lord messed up big time with his social media when he accidentally copy and pasted part of an email from his PR for a product placement ad. He did a post for Booty Shake, and the caption said, "Here you go, at 4 p.m. EST, right the below." Caption, "Keeping up the summer workout routine with my morning Booty UK protein shake." The social media star pasted the actual instructions from the PR company, which showed his 15 million followers that he's being paid to post a fake caption and that he's not actually a user or a believer of the product. People were quick to call him out on it, and he deleted it immediately and then reposted it again with another clearly scripted caption. Probably lost some PR deals after that. It's the worst social media influencer I've ever seen. Rolling into number 8 is Vicky Gunvalson. Another time that a product placement ad went horribly wrong. This one might actually be worse. The reality TV star does a lot of product ads on her social media pages and gets a lot of big names on her resume because of her following. But she probably lost some of her contacts after posting an ad of her Beats headphones. She posted a picture of the box and captioned it, "Thank you, #BravoTV for my Christmas present. Love these for all my traveling. #Happy holidays, #Andy Cohen." But there is one thing she didn't notice about her post that her followers quickly did. You could actually see her reflection in the box packaging, and she was naked. For obvious reasons, she deleted the post. Probably not the kind of exposure that they were looking for when they sent her the product, but thanks anyways. Up next, number 7 is Kylie Jenner. This one still makes me scream and sad because I remember it happening and I remember it being so cringy. Forbes named her the youngest self-made billionaire after her beauty line, Kylie Cosmetics, took the world by storm. No pun intended for her kid, who's named Stormy. Many people disagreed that her success was even self-made, given her Kardashian family exposure that she's had basically her entire life. But that is besides the point. The point is, she couldn't even demonstrate the use of her product properly. She decided to post a video demonstrating how she washes her face using her skincare products. In the video, she proceeds to cleanse her face and finishes by drying it with a white towel. She spoke about the fact that her products remove the makeup from your skin as well as cleansing it. But when she wiped her skin dry with a fresh white towel after cleansing, tons of makeup came off on the towel, which just proved to her fans that her products don't actually remove the makeup. And she didn't even notice. And at number 6 is Armie Hammer. The world was shocked when news broke that legendary Marvel superheroes creator Stan Lee had passed away. Tons of celebrities flooded their social media accounts with tributes to him, and apparently Armie had an issue with it. He tweeted out, "So touched by all the celebrities posting pictures of themselves with Stan Lee. No better way to commemorate an absolute legend than putting up a picture of yourself." Despite some people being understanding where he was coming from, many people slammed him for criticizing how others grieve a person's death and how they choose to show their respect. Following the backlash, he issued an apology saying, I quote, "I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart and will be working on my Twitter impulse control. Honestly, this is why I do not have a Twitter, because I can't control my impulse." Halfway through at number 5 is Bette Midler. She found herself in some trouble for showing disrespect to the First Lady, Melania Trump. In November 2018, the 72-year-old actress at the time posted a picture on her Twitter of Melania posing in a cockpit for a GQ photo shoot, and it included an insulting caption saying, "The dry cleaning bill for the upholstery on Air Force One must be insane." Twitter users surprisingly came to Melania's defense and slammed the actress for going out of her way to insult her. People called her comment catty and said that she made a fool of herself by bashing Melania during the time when she was a model. People were persistent on the fact that she owed the First Lady an apology and that the world needs less hate. However, Melania did not get that apology. Making our way to number 4, we have PewDiePie. He is the biggest YouTuber in the world, but had a setback in his career after posting a controversial meme that mocked Demi Lovato's apparent overdose. The meme has since been deleted, but showed Demi asking her mother for money to purchase a burger, but then spending the cash on win. Not really sure what the joke was in that meme. Like, there's really nothing funny about it. But TMZ at the time had reported that the cause of her alleged overdose was heroin. However, a source later told Fox News that it wasn't. Regardless, no one thought the meme was funny, and the YouTube star received a ton of backlash for it. He deleted it and also issued an apology saying, "Deleted meme. I didn't mean anything with it, and I didn't fully know about the situation. I realize now that it was insensitive. Sorry." What do you guys think? Do you think he should be forgiven? Or, I mean, I just didn't find anything funny with the meme in the first place. Next up in our third spot is Lorde. You might be a little surprised to find her on this list, seeing as she has always lived quite a quiet life regardless of her success and fame, but she ruined that reputation when she made a disrespectful joke about Whitney Houston's death. She posted a picture on her Instagram of a bathtub being filled with running water and titled it, "And I Will Always Love You." Obviously, it was referring to the iconic lyrics from one of her songs, which I will not sing, but it was also a reference to her death because she died by drowning in a bathtub. After the backlash, Lorde deleted the post and issued an apology saying that she loves Whitney and meant no disrespect by it. Her original post as well as her apology have both been deleted from her Instagram page since then, which is probably a good idea. Taking over number 2 is CeeLo Green. The musician is known for his music and for being a judge on the singing competition show The Voice, but he's also known for saying things that get him in trouble. Things got real serious in October 2012 when he was accused of sexual battery after a woman claimed he had raped her while partying one night. Almost 2 years after the allegations, he received probation and community service after pleading no contest to a lesser charge of giving his victim ecstasy. But 2 days after the case was closed on August 31st in 2014, he went on Twitter to talk about it, and rather than an apology or a thanks for the support, he wrote, "If someone is passed out, they're not even with you consciously. So with implies consent. People who have really been remember." And that is basically what ended his entire career and reputation. TBS canceled his show called The Good Life, and he also lost his headlining gig at the Gretna Heritage Festival in New Orleans. In the number 1 spot is Evan Rachel Wood. Hearts were broken worldwide when the news broke that Kobe Bryant died tragically in a helicopter crash alongside one of his daughters. Many people use their social media accounts to pay tributes to the legend and his family, but Evan Rachel Wood caused a massive controversy instead. She posted a tweet saying, "I am heartbroken for Kobe's family. He was a sports hero. He was also a and all these truths can exist simultaneously." She was actually referring to the 2003 sexual assault case that was dropped and later settled outside of court. She received a ton of backlash, which is not surprising, and just 2 days later, her Twitter was actually locked and marked to private. But before that, she ended up deleting the tweet and posted another one saying, "What has happened is tragic." She was still receiving a ton of backlash because that's not really an apology, so I guess she thought that making her account private and limited would help the scandal just kind of blow over. Starting us off at number 10 is Shakira. Sometimes you don't have to write the initial tweet to end up in a controversy. Retweeting it can be just as bad, and Shakira is a prime example of a retweet gone wrong. During this COVID-19 pandemic, celebrities have come forward to use their platform and try and help out during this difficult time. But the singer received some backlash for retweeting false information out to her millions of followers. Believe it or not, there are some twisted people out there who are trying to use the pandemic as a way to get clout and gain more followers. People are faking their occupations and pretending to be healthcare workers to get noticed online. One man was pretending to be a doctor, and it's very obvious if you go to his page, but Shakira must have read the tweet without actually reading the full article and retweeted it. She was helping spread false information to her millions of followers, and people felt she should be more cautious during this time about what information she helped spread. Coming in next, number 9 is Adam Levine. He gave us the perfect example of speaking too soon after he slammed MTV on Twitter back in 2018. He came out swinging and defended Childish Gambino's music video for This Is America after he wasn't nominated for a VMA. Adam tweeted, "This year, Childish Gambino released one of the most impactful, thought-provoking, and intelligent videos ever made. I'm sure he doesn't care that he wasn't nominated for a VMA because he's cool as and everything, but I care because I'm not that cool. And I still want MTV to mean something again, but it won't ever. Okay, bye." That is quite the tweet there, Adam. But later on, he had to delete his tweet and post on Instagram because he was informed that Childish Gambino was nominated for 7 different VMA categories. Not 1, but 7. Adam did issue a public apology to MTV, saying he still hates them, but that he should have put his foot in his mouth. I don't understand why he hates MTV so much. Probably not someone you should hate when you're in the music industry. Sliding to number 8 spot is Kirstie Alley. Back in 2018, the actress was branded as heartless after tweeting out a disrespectful tribute to Stephen Hawking just hours after his death. The iconic scientist passed away at 76 years old, and not long after the news broke, she tweeted out a so-called tribute, which people said was cruel and heartless. She shared a black and white photo of him and captioned it, "You had a good go at it. Thanks for your input." People quickly jumped on her and judged her for her choice of words and said she was passive-aggressive with her thoughts. One person pointed out that it seemed like she was giving his life a participation trophy basically, and said it couldn't have been more insulting. She later tweeted a response to someone else's tribute where she called Hawking one of the 3 funniest people on the planet and said he had a beautiful mind. So basically, she ignored her first tweet and just tried to make up for it with the second one. Moving along to number 7, we have Jason Biggs. The American Pie actor is no stranger when it comes to pushing the envelope with his humor. I am pretty sure that that's what the American Pie franchise did with every single one of their movies and his character. That he has a very dry style of humor, so it might not be totally surprising to see some of his jokes are risky. Despite this fact, his fans could not get on board with one of his jokes when it came after a serious world disaster. In 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 went missing, and the search for it and its passengers became an international sensation and tragedy. Instead of sending condolences or offering any kind of help, the actor decided to make a joke about the trending topic, and he tweeted out, "Anyone want to buy my Malaysian Airlines frequent flyer miles?" His followers were furious and he started receiving tons of backlash, so he later issued an apology and deleted the tweet. And at number 6 is Mia Farrow. Apparently the actress finds her family pictures by Google searching them. And we only learned this after she tweeted a picture of her daughter, Quincy Farrow, when wishing her a 21st birthday on Twitter. The tweet seemed innocent enough at first, but then people noticed that she didn't crop out the search bar, which said, "Mia Farrow and her black children." People were quick to comment on it and couldn't fully understand why that would be what she searches for when looking for a picture of her daughter. After seeing people's reactions, she deleted the tweet and replaced it with a new one, which had the same exact picture, but the search bar was cropped out of that. She replied to some of the comments that people were writing and said that someone sent her that screenshot and she did not check it before posting it. Halfway through at number 5 is Ted Cruz. The Texas senator was asked for an explanation after his official Twitter account liked a pornographic tweet. Liking a tweet doesn't necessarily share it, but when he liked the tweet, it went to his verified profile where it shows the post that you've liked. Turns out he clicked like on a sexual GIF which was posted by a Twitter account called Sexual Posts. People were not impressed and began attacking him for the inappropriate content. His communications advisor, Catherine Fraser, tweeted out, "The offensive tweet posted on his account earlier has been removed by staff and reported to Twitter." That only added more confusion to everything because it wasn't posted to his account. He liked it. He ended up explaining that there's a number of people who have access to this account and someone must have accidentally hit the like button. We're here now at number 4 and we have Lena Dunham. The actress is known for her pet dog named Lambie because she's always been very open about their best friend type relationship. But in 2017, she wrote up a long Instagram post after deciding to give Lambie away to what she called an amazing professional facility in LA. In her long dramatic post, she said that Lambie suffered terrible abuse as a pup and he was dangerous to others in some environments. But then a spokesperson for Bark Shelter in Brooklyn, where Lambie was first adopted from, exposed the truth and said the dog did not have a history of abuse before going to her home. They said, "We checked the records for Lambie. He was surrendered, not enough time. We would have told her if the dog had issues. We don't lie about the dog's history." People online, including the shelter, were angry that in her post she was urging people to rehome their rescue pets rather than sending them back to the shelter system. The shelter claimed that it can actually be more dangerous to do it that way for both the new owners and the dog. In third place is Harry Styles. He's not usually the celebrity to end up in the middle of drama and online controversies, but he started to feel the heat after announcing his new merch was linked to the COVID-19 pandemic. On April 8th, his official label and promo account at HSHQ tweeted, "Stay home, stay safe, protect each other," now available in the official store. They tweeted a photo of a t-shirt with that slogan on it and announced the profits would be donated to the virus relief. People started to criticize his decision and began attacking his original tweet. While it's good that the profits are going to the relief, no denying that, people pointed out that he could give more money by simply donating to the fund rather than paying for the t-shirts to be made and all the shipping costs to follow. On top of that, the people who are making the t-shirts won't be able to self-isolate at home if they have to work. Although fans normally love his merch, they just don't see it as a priority in this time. They also said it was wrong of him to ask people to spend money on a t-shirt during a time when a lot of people are financially struggling. Rolling into number 2 is Demi Lovato. Apparently, it is common for celebrities to have private Instagram accounts referred to as Finstas so they can express themselves without being scrutinized by their fans. It's almost like a catfish account in some way where they can hide their real identity. But recently, Demi has been exposed for allegedly having one of these accounts which has posted mean captions and images about Selena Gomez. It is no secret that the two of them have had on and off again feuds in their relationship, but they do seem to be in a better place as of right now. Account name goes by Trauma Queen Forever, and screenshots were posted online which showed pictures that slandered and bullied Selena. People are saying it's Demi behind the account and said that Demi's real life friends followed the accounts, and they wouldn't have for any reason if it didn't have to be Demi behind it. However, some people are saying that pictures from the account were photoshopped to kind of frame Demi, so it just depends on who you believe. Either way, the account has now been disabled since all of it came to surface, but there is currently a new trending hashtag Demi Lovato is over party. Taking over our number 1 spot is Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was recently released from jail early due to the coronavirus because he was at a higher risk with his asthma. But then he had to go and party apparently after his release and have it exposed all over social media. Video footage was taken at a party and posted online which showed some people smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol, but that wasn't really the problem. The reason that he was let out of jail was because of his heightened risk for COVID-19, but apparently people are saying he was in the videos and he was partying with a group of people, which shows that he's not following the social distancing restrictions. He might as well have just stayed in jail, to be honest. The judge has made an announcement saying that if he was in fact partying, it will cost him when it comes time to his sentence.